Want help to grow your business? Download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.
Hello and welcome to Teach Me Tech. I'm your host, Laurel Gray, and today I am joined by the fantastic Scott Gellatly. I was really having trouble pronouncing that earlier. And Scott is here to share with us all about how to get started with Podio. And I'm super excited that Scott's here because he is one of the top 3 Podio, not resellers, but experts, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Top 3 partners in the world.
Yeah, in the world. So it's really amazing, and we're so lucky that we've got him here to share with us. So today, here is what we're going to cover on how to get started with Podio. First, the Podio effect. Ooh, I'm excited to find out about that. What Podio is used for. What makes Podio unique, and why you should use it over other platforms such as Basecamp and Asana. Homepage and pricing. Setting up your free account. We like the sound of that. Understanding Podio's key features. Organizing your projects and tasks in Podio. What else Podio can be used for example, a CRM. And finally, accessing the Podio App Store. Ooh, I'm really excited for today's episode. And I was telling Scott this before that I've actually not used Podio before.
Non-believer.
No, not that I'm not a non-believer, but I feel like Podio is kind of, I'm really good with those best of breed apps, but Podio is really pulling a lot of different pieces together from what I understand.
It really is, and it really helps businesses that have a team of people that need to come together to get something done, as opposed to, say, a freelancer who can use those best of breed products on their own.
Okay, so it's like really taking your business to the next level.
It really is. When you're ready to start scaling up, but you're not quite at the enterprise level yet, definitely Podio is the right product for you.
Oh, cool. Well, maybe, maybe it's that I've been a little bit scared of Podio. Maybe that's it. A little bit of fear.
There's a little bit of a learning curve there. It's a bit of a blank canvas, but once you've gotten over that little hump, it's a pretty awesome tool.
Awesome. Well, I'm really excited to find out more. And I guess I'm curious. You've asked to start off with the Podio effect. What is that?
Well, the Podio effect is the effect that Podio can really have on your business. Podio is the future of work. And I want you to imagine as a business owner that in order to get our business to run, we've often got to have quite a few different tools to run our business. And with all that number of tools, we lose visibility over what's going on. We can't see what our tasks or what's been assigned to our team. With Podio, we can bring all that together in one place, have total visibility over our business, all of our tasks, all of our chat, all of our communications in one place, kind of like an open plan for your business online. So You're really bringing everyone together in complete transparency. And as a founder, as a business owner, you can see everything that's going on all in one place. That's the Podio effect.
Wow.
Pretty heavy.
It sounds amazing. Sounds like all my dreams are coming true. When you say that, though, it makes me think, does Podio actually do all of that, or does it give you all that functionality within the platform itself? Or are you talking about building out using open integrations as well?
Well, Podio is, I guess you can think of it as a platform that you can build things in. And it comes with lots of templates. And I don't mean that to sound scary, because building things sounds like it's scary and it's a lot of work. It's really, really simple. We're going to go through how to build a simple app and how to access the App Store, which has got heaps of free templates. So it's really simple. But it's something you can create a really unique experience for your business in.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense. I guess I'm so used to picking one thing for each aspect of my business that I guess I need to overcome that by actually seeing examples.
Yeah.
Maybe that will help.
I think that'll help. We'll go through a few examples later.
Yeah. I'm just curious, too, before we get started, do you mind if I ask a question?
Yeah, by all means.
Do you have a specific client that you've seen go from having no systems at all to converting to Podio? Where they've been really successful that you could share?
Yeah, definitely. We've worked with quite a few businesses that have reached that point where they've brought a few people on. They're really struggling to reach that next level to scale up, and they're still running on spreadsheets. Love Google Docs by all means, but very hard to run your business on a spreadsheet. And they're not ready to buy that huge enterprise $100,000 software yet, but they need something that helps them structure their workflows, bring their people together, still see what's happening in the business all in one place to help them scale up. And that's where we've seen Podio have probably the most impact in those businesses that really need to add some structure to their business because their chaos is,
It's just everywhere.
it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And the only way to scale up is to really start to create some of that structure and get that visibility. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah. I'm curious as well. Are there any specific industries where you see Podio being more effective than others?
In our experience, we've found that Podio works really in any business where you need to bring a team together to communicate and collaborate. But we've found that agencies and consulting firms especially benefit from that kind of environment. But as I said, anyone that's really got to bring people together, particularly information workers, so office-bound people, bring them together in one place to communicate on clients and projects or really anything else that you need to get done, it works really well. But there are some pretty exciting, I guess you'd say, advances where people have taken the platform of Podio and adapted it for a particular industry vertical. So real estate is a good example.
Oh, yeah.
Healthcare, some financial accounting, brokering type firms. People that have taken the core principles of Podio and thought out of the box a little bit, thought outside the square and thought, well, how can we take what Podio does and actually adapt it to our industry?
Very cool. But you're talking about primarily service-based businesses that really need to collaborate with teams, either locally or
that's right.
overseas.
Or particularly if they're remote-based, if they're international, you've got to bring all those people together.
Yeah. And primarily to build out the workflow so that your business can be a lot more process-driven.
Yeah, that's right. It'll make a lot more sense when we start getting into the interface and how we can structure a workflow. But really, as I said, it's about having that visibility, having a bit of workflow and some structure in your business without being, I guess, too locked down like some of those best-of-breed products that you spoke about. Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm going to overcome my fear today, Scott. If anyone can do it, it's you.
That's what people say.
You were going to go through a little bit more about what Podio is used for, giving some specific examples.
Yeah. So I guess Podio is used primarily when people first find Podio. It's often for project management. So, finding a way to take what they do, whether it's delivering services to a client or managing internal projects and structuring that a little better, like I said, with the visibility. But Podio is also used quite regularly as a CRM, a customer relationship management system, particularly to manage a sales process. And again, bring those salespeople together in one place so they can see everything that's going on. But because of the nature of Podio, which again will be clear when we take a look at it, you can kind of adapt it to just about any process in your business. Wherever you need to bring some information together and bring people together to see that information, have some workflows. I mean, HR, recruitment, all of your back-end admin processes. I created a cool little travel management app the other day where I just thought, you know what, got to travel to Sydney to be on Teach Me Tech. How can I structure that process a little better and use an assistant, a low-cost assistant, to then go and get my flight details and book my car and so forth. So I created a little Podio app where I put in my request, a little bit of workflow that notifies my assistant. It's all live. We communicate over Podio, and they go and book all the stuff for me.
Wow.
Systemize your business.
That's awesome. And I guess what I really like about what you just said is that it sounds like you don't have to come in with all the systems pre-configured in your mind. I think sometimes as business owners, we think we already have to have all the process maps, the diagrams.
That's right.
We have to have it all figured out before we can pick the software. But what it sounds like you're saying is that you can actually play around with it and create processes as they arise as well, and it's just as easy.
That's right. It's really, really easy to run up your own, what they call apps in Podio. Like literally it takes 2 seconds to come up with an idea and throw something out there, start using it, and then evolve it over time. And that's in fact how we prefer to implement Podio with clients, is to say, look, let's not overthink this. Let's get something in and let's evolve it as your mindset evolves.
Yep. That brings me to an important question, which is, how do business owners really know that they're ready?
Good question. Does anyone ever know that they're really ready to take the next step in business? I mean, when we're talking, when a business owner's ready to scale, when they're ready to go from or play the bigger game, and they know that they're having problems getting people to communicate and do it in a standard and consistent manner, that's the time really that you should be looking for a tool to help you out. Podio is one tool among many, but if you found that having too many tools and having everything split up is really, really challenging, Podio might be a great option.
Well, okay. So I guess it's kind of like everything that we talk about here on Teach Me Tech. Don't wait until you feel like
That's right.
you've got a free week or you've got a free month to go and test out a new piece of software. And there are consultants out there like Scott who can help to actually implement the software. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So, Podio is a tool that you can use yourself and you can learn really quickly and start to do things. But as business owners, our time is better spent on growing our business, on scaling and making sales and all that sort of stuff. And sometimes it's better to leave it to the experts just to structure it and make sure you kick off in the right way.
Let's say it's a business owner that is starting off sort of from scratch. Would they be able to watch these videos here on Teach Me Tech and get started on their own?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll cover off on just how to set up a totally free account, which as you said is pretty cool. And we'll also cover the App Store, which has got stacks of pre-built, easy-to-use apps that you can just install and start using without having to think too hard. So there's really nothing, no boundary or barrier to stop you from getting started.
Okay, perfect. That's good. I really wanted to cover off on that because I know that this is sort of a more advanced tool than we're used to talking about. So I'm sure that there are other people that also have got that element of, do I really want to dive into this high-level product?
Yeah, no, I can understand that.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, lastly, you wanted to talk about what makes Podio unique and why you might consider using it over other platforms. And on Teach Me Tech, we've covered off on Asana. We haven't done Basecamp yet, but we've covered off on a few different CRMs, Capsule CRM.
Yeah.
And it sort of sounds like Podio, based on what you've said, is a combination of a CRM.
To continue enjoying this presentation, download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.